Hi there. How did the vision statement exercise go for you? When I usually do this in workshops and other events around the world, people tell me that the task seems overwhelming at first. But once they break down specific areas of their life, it gets easier. I also find that most people take a while to get their vision to a point they feel comfortable with. So don't feel discouraged if yours isn't exactly right yet. Writing down an initial vision statement might seem a little grandiose at first, but remember, if you have greater clarity around your vision, you will have a better idea how to tackle all the steps needed to achieve your dreams. In our last lecture and exercise, we talked about how to find your personal vision that will ultimately help your organization's long-term goals. In this lecture, we're going to move from vision to action. Now you're going to commit to the vision for yourself and your organization by playing the role of leader by example. You have a clear, big picture that people can rally behind, and now it's a matter of getting them to actually rally. The best way for you to motivate others is to be motivated yourself. The fastest way to get others excited about a project is to get excited yourself. The way to get others committed to achieving your vision is to be totally committed yourself. The starting point is to see yourself as a role model. See yourself as a person who sets the standards that others follow. A key characteristic of a good leader is setting high standards of accountability for themselves and for their behaviors. These all tie in very neatly to having vision and are applications of the law of indirect effort. According to this law, you can more easily become a leader to others by demonstrating that you have the qualities of leadership than by ordering others to follow your directions. For instance, a new manager in an organization has a game plan for how to launch a new initiative. He works hard himself, setting up dates and making decisions, and gives orders that are exactly what he wants his team to do. He even follows up frequently and stays with them to make sure they get every detail done. While he's upholding high standards, showing how diligent and decisive he is, and acting as an authority, it's at the expense of micromanaging and stifling the team's innovation. He's a good manager, but not a great leader. As a leader, one thing you absolutely don't want to do is to become a micromanager. After you clearly communicate your big picture vision and goals to your team, take a step back and let them do what they do best. You hired them for a reason, which we'll talk about more later. Let them innovate, make suggestions, and take initiatives. If you make them feel important, instead of making yourself feel important, they'll follow your example and treat you the same. Another key factor to leading by example is to empower others by keeping them fully informed on everything that affects your roles. People want and need to feel that they are insiders in their work. There's nothing more demoralizing than being kept in the dark. Sharing your big picture and personal vision is a great start to promoting transparency. You can also prepare them for upcoming changes before they happen and why. Or you can recognize team members who have had great ideas and shown stellar initiative. Next, carry yourself as if everyone is watching. In effect, effective leaders lead by example as though someone were following them around, secretly taking notes and photographs of their daily actions for others to see and act on. Both your words and your actions speak the loudest to your team. Everything you say or do is magnified by the people who look up to you. So be very aware of your words and gestures because they have tremendous impact. Something as small as a positive remark to someone in front of everyone or a shout out in a group email can boost morale. It was Dwight Eisenhower who said, "Leadership is the art of getting someone else to do something you want done because he wants to do it." Instead of trying to get people to emulate you, concentrate on living a life that is so admirable that others want to be like you without you saying a word. Greatness inspires greatness. With that being said, The last factor that separates a leader by example from any other person in power is not being afraid to get in the trenches and work alongside your team. You don't have to be the best, but your deep insight, vision, and personal motivation is a great way to build trust and lead from the front lines. I'd like to close out this lecture by talking about power. There are several kinds of power in business, but I want to focus on two of them: ascribed power and position power. Position power is the power that comes with a job title or a position in any organization. If you become a manager in a company, you automatically have certain powers and privileges that go along with your rank. You can order people about and make certain decisions. You can be a leader whether anyone likes you or not. Ascribed power, on the other hand, is the power you attract to yourself by the kind of person you are. In every organization, there are people who are inordinately influential and looked up to by others, even though their positions may not be high up on the organizational chart. These are the men and women who are genuine leaders because of the quality of the people they have become, because of their characters and their personalities. If you lead by example and follow the steps we discussed, you will accumulate ascribed power and respect from your team. You will become a leader who motivates and inspires people to perform at all levels far beyond anything that they have thought possible.